Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we live. And getting off to an 0-2 start in the NBA, MLB, NHL, not that big a deal because there's still so many games remaining. But getting off to an 0-2 start in the NFL can make it that much more difficult to rebound and make the playoffs. And it really has not happened all that frequently. Of course, there is teams that rebound from 0-2 to make the playoffs, but it's only about 1 in 10. So this is via Yahoo. So it says, since 1970, only 43 of 422 NFL teams who lost their first two games proceeded to make the playoffs. So 10.1%. You see, three teams did it last season, but the previous 2 years, one team apiece did. Now, of course, the NFL expanded their postseason. That happened in 2020. And since then, 12% of teams have done it. 5 of 41. Only 2 Super Bowl champions since 2000. The 2001 Patriots, 2007 Giants opened the season 0-2. So, starting off this 2025 NFL season, there are 10 teams that are 0-2 to begin the season. Scroll on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. All right, so 10 teams are now in the picture. So if we look at past history, either expanded playoffs or, since 1970, really only one of these teams would make it, but 12.1%, maybe two. So really, who has the best chance? I mean, some of these teams can be eliminated. I mean, the Titans, nobody expected them to do it unless Cam Ward, was Jaden Daniels, maybe times two. Cleveland Browns are expected to be amongst the AFC's worst. It might be time to turn the page on the Bryce Young era for the Panthers, although, maybe he can rebound and quiet those talks. The New York Jets, especially with Justin Fields now hurt, and he really looked poor against the Bills. And the Saints, nobody expected them to do well. I could have included the Giants in there as well, and but they at least have a strong pass rush, and who knows if Russell Wilson can recreate the magic that he showed in week 2 until that overtime. So who does that leave? The Bears, the Finns, the Chiefs, and the Texans. I would eliminate the Bears. Let's say. The problem is their division's so tough. Even though the Vikings, they're not. Haven't necessarily shown in since in the first 2 games that they're world beaters, but they do have a game over the Bears. Believe it or not, the third team I would choose is the Dolphins because other than the Bills, their division's weak, although they do have a loss against the Patriots. Maybe the offense can turn it around. Doesn't seem likely, but the clear 2 top choices are the teams at the top, the Chiefs and the Texans. And I was lower than the consensus on the Texans. I really thought the Jaguars had a great chance of winning the AFC South. Honestly, probably should be 2-0. Big Brian Thomas drop caused them not to be. But Colts 2-0. So Texans are 2 games out of first, but we'll see if the Colts can maintain their play. Not many expected them to be 2-0. But, C.J. Stroud just not the same quarterback since his rookie year. The offense only has 2 touchdowns through the first 2 games. And Kansas City Chiefs, come on. You got to pick them as the top. Eventually, they'll get Rashee Rice back. Xavier Worthy might be back this week, although he'll be playing with a harness, so I'm not sure how productive he'll be. And, they've made all these Super Bowls for a reason. Count them out at your own peril. They do have what should be a bounce-back game against the New York Giants in Week 3. But yes, according to past NFL history, only 1 or maybe 2 of the 10 0-2 teams have a shot at making the playoffs. Let me know if which ones you think will rebound and eventually find their way in the postseason bracket. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.